Hey guys, it's your boy Mark back with another video here to give you yet another 2021 movie thoughts video. And I'm here to give you my thoughts on the 2021 film starring Bob Odenkirk, Christopher Lloyd, Connie Nielsen, etc. An action kind of comedy titled Nobody. Now what Nobody is about, it's about this guy who seems like a nobody, basically. He seems like a nobody loser guy, but in reality, he can kick the ass of anybody, basically. And he's actually, in reality, a badass and all that. And, yeah. We basically just follow him and all that. Yeah. So, what did your boy think of Nobody? Yep, this is my second 2021 movie thoughts video in one day on April 25th, 2021. And this was awesome, man. Nobody was awesome. This is, quite honestly, this is by far, actually, my best film of 2021 so far, And I don't know if I mentioned this in my Mortal Kombat thoughts earlier tonight, but I honestly, no movie this year has really impressed me that much. And before this, I had seen like 10 2021 movies. So honestly, I told a friend of mine I was desperate to watch a film released this year that like really fully satisfies me, And this was that. I absolutely loved Nobody. It wasn't perfect, but in fact, like the first 10 minutes of this movie, I was like, oh my gosh, I think this is like a 10 out of 10 movie. But then I don't know, just I guess there was some parts I didn't care for around the middle or something like that. But I just loved this movie so much. This movie honestly pretty much gave you everything you wanted. It almost feels like a nerd. It almost feels like it's as if it's a movie about a nerd kicking the ass of every single jock in school. That's what it feels like to me, And it's just so badass, man. It has a freaking awesome Chef's Kiss soundtrack. This is like the best movie soundtrack I have heard in a long time, honestly. And the action is awesome, only when, I love the action, because when you take into consideration, that he's like a nobody loser type guy, and he actually kicks everyone's ass and all that. It's badass, man. I just love this film. And like I said, it's a very satisfying film. Like I said, amazing soundtrack. Bob Odenkirk. I know Bob Odenkirk from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, obviously. He is so awesome in this. And there was actually a commercial during WrestleMania 37 this year for this film. And Bob Odenkirk actually was in those commercials. Hey, WWE Universe, my film Nobody is out soon, and if you want to check it out, stuff like that. And it was cool to see that this film was actually promoted during WrestleMania like that, But yeah, it's almost like you gotta see it to believe it, It's pretty funny too, he'll be narrating some serious stuff, and then somebody interrupts him, and then it just cuts it off, and it's pretty crack up, And Christopher Lloyd is so awesome in this, man. It's always nice to see Christopher Lloyd. We all know him as Doc Brown from the Back to the Future trilogy. He was so awesome in this, and really this is all about Bob Odenkirk, of course, still, but Christopher Lloyd was still amazing as always. I really don't know what to say. It really is just a film that, for the most part, really gave me everything I wanted. It's funny, amazing soundtrack, very satisfying, and yeah, I don't know what more to say, man. But please check it out. Another thing I really loved about this film, this movie seems like the type of movie I would make. Honestly, yeah, this really did feel like the type of movie I would make, from the soundtrack to like the humor, I guess. Well, maybe not the humor. Like I think, yeah, you know what I mean. It felt like when I watched it, it felt like a movie that I would make, like about like I said, I kind of want to compare it to like a nerd beating up every jock, and like the soundtrack stuff, that type of thing. I don't like there's some parts like around the middle, probably involving the Russian mafia people, that I just didn't care for. I guess that's really all I have to complain about. But like, it's awesome. I don't. I'm not the biggest fan of how this movie thoughts turned out, honestly. But I hope you get what I'm saying, okay? Because there's lots of times when I was in the middle of recording like a video, I didn't think it was turning out that good, and then when I listened to what I said later, I end up like, wow, that was awesome, and hopefully that'll be the case here too. So yeah. Nobody 2021. Please check it out, y'all. This honestly destroys any other film I've seen this year so far. Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat. None of them have nothing on this, man. Nobody is just fun and just satisfying, everything I wanted. Man, that was a kick-ass soundtrack this film had, man. Dang. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed your boy's thoughts. And if you guys have seen Nobody, let your boy know what you think, what you thought. And if you enjoyed your boy's thoughts, please let him know, because he'd very much appreciate it. Alright, that's your boys, and peace out, y'all.